morning everyone. I am Kovit and today I am going to show a presentation on the topic impact of COVID-19 on tourism. Introduction. By June 2020, COVID-19 infected over 10 million people and caused the deaths of over 5 lakh worldwide. Globally, the spread shows no sign of abating. Although daily cases in Europe and Western Pacific are declining, they are increasing in the Americas, Southeast Asia, and Africa. In response, most countries have closed their borders to visitors and tourists. The UN World Tourism Organization second reported during the second quarter of 2020 for the first time over that 100% of global destinations introduced travel restrictions. Although some destinations have started slowly to open up, many are afraid of international travel or cannot afford it due to the economic crisis. How the COVID-19 crisis hits tourism. Tourism is one of the fastest growing economic sectors and is an important driver of economic growth and development. In 2018, there were 1,047 million international tourist arrivals, a 6% increase on the previous years. Tourism exports account for 7% of global trade in goods and services, or $1.77 trillion. Inbound tourism expenditure as a share of GDP India 2008 to 2019. According to the UN World Tourism Organization, the inbound tourism expenditure as a share of GDP was 1.1% in 2019. Thank you. This was the presentation by Ishikavat 8C.
Hello everyone, my name is Shreen Sandhu from class 8C. Today I am going to represent my PPT on the topic impact of COVID-19 on tourism. As the world is facing an unprecedented global health and social and economic emergency with the COVID-19 pandemic, the governments have attempted to protect their populations. Lockdowns, quarantines and major restrictions on national and international mobility were implemented. Tourism is one of the most affected sectors by the COVID-19. The number of international arrivals declined by 84% between last 2 years as compared with last few years, according to data observed by UNWTO. A drop in tourist sales leads to a 2.5-fold loss in real GDP. The estimated decline in international tourism in this pandemic is equivalent to loss of about 1 billion arrivals and $1.1 trillion in international tourism receipts. This plunge in international tourism could result in an estimated economic loss of over $2 trillion in global GDP, more than 2% of the world's GDP. The largest decline in the tourism job cuts, which is about 7 times the impact of 9/11 incident. 100 to 120 million direct tourism jobs are at risk. So, here is the graphical representation on the impact of COVID-19. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. Today I am here to tell you about the impact of COVID-19 on national tourism. As we all know that we celebrate National Tourism Day every year on 25 January. It was established by the Indian government to raise awareness of the importance of the tourism for the country's economy. But this year there is a pandemic which we all know that it is COVID-19, healing on the earth. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the tourism industry due to the resulting travel restrictions as well as slump in demand among travelers. The tourism industry has been massively affected by the spread of coronavirus, as many countries have introduced travel restrictions in any attempt to contain its spread. The appearance of the lethal disease COVID-19 has resulted in massive financial losses and caused global health and economic crisis worldwide. Let us understand the impact of COVID-19 in different places. First of all, we will talk about Delhi, which is the capital of our India and which showcases an Asian culture and a rapidly modernizing country. It is dotted with monuments. There is much to discover here. The seat of many powerful empires in the past, its long history can be traced in its many carefully preserved monuments, ancient forts, and tombs. According to tourism sector experts, Delhi gets its maximum tourist inflow between October and April. Tourists from across India and abroad come to Delhi not only to visit the city and its historical landmark, but also use it as gateway to nearby popular tourist hotspots such as Shimla, Manali, Agra, Mathura, Rishikesh, Haridwar, Nainital, Dehradun, Ajmer, Jaipur, among others. Now we will talk about Mumbai, which is also a famous tourist place. And Mumbai offers natural heritage and modern entertainment, including leisure spots, beaches, cinemas, studios, holy places, amusement parks, and historical monuments. Transport options include air, road, train, and ship. Photographers at the Gateway of India in Mumbai are among the people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, as the number of tourists coming to the place has declined due to the restrictions imposed by the authorities. Decline in the tourists due to the COVID-19 restrictions affect photographers at Mumbai's Gateway of India. The State Directorate of Tourism conducted a survey to analyze the impact of the second wave on the tourism industry and to understand ways to recover faster after the pandemic. Now we will talk about Gujarat, which is also a very famous spot for tourists and the one and only place to view pure Asiatic lions in the world. In recent years,